And we'll go from this end, basically in the same direction we were just travelling. Oh, getting a bit of a drift on. Hang on to it. Oh, more drifts. Fast and Furious, eat your heart out. Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms, or welcome back to our Let's Play series on Elm Creek. So, carrying on from last episode, there's been a few changes. So I carried out a live stream the other night and made a few adjustments to the farm, specifically the purchase of fields 42, 41 and 40. So currently we've got some, I think it's wheat in there at the moment. We've also done a few adjustments to this field, and also I've put in a bit of a hard stand area. When I say hard stand, it's just a grass area where I can park vehicles and machinery. We've wrapped up the harvest on this field, and we are working our way through to March so we can get some oats planted and sort of go from there. Been giving this road train a bit of a run lately, so that's been getting a fair bit of use. What else is new? We're selling some bread at the moment, so we sold our eggs in November, so we got our cash up. I've also purchased this X9 combine, so this guy just here. So brand new purchase with a brand new header, all that sort of stuff. We are just about to go and do another 2 loads of bread for sale. So let's go and do that now. So the bread price is about $5 grand per 1,000 litres, so pretty good value. And we are ending up, we did get a bit of cash for the first run, so it was like 180,000. So we've got 2 to get through. So we've got some eggs there, flour, bread's the one we got. Alright, so while that's filling, have a quick look at used vehicles. So Fendt Vario 300, so this is a smallish tractor. Not something we really, cool tractor though, but not something we really need at the moment. What do we got? The Capello header, so this will be for our harvesters. Once again, not something we really need at the moment. Conveyal, we could utilise this potentially somewhere. I mean, I might get a big silo eventually, but I think that's going to be down the track. So, right, I'm going to drive over to the fast food restaurant and we'll get this stuff sold. So I'll see you over there. So I did say a fast food restaurant. However, what I meant to say was the grocery mart. So that's basically where the best price for bread is at the moment. I'm not even sure if the fast food restaurant will accept bread. So just gives us somewhere new to drive to rather than selling eggs at the same place over and over. So let's get this in position and unloaded. See how much we end up for this load. So it should be around about 180,000. Cool, 180,000, nicely done. So let's head back to the central warehouse. Let's get our door shut. Head back down to the central warehouse. Watch out for the giant green box on the side of the road. That'd be handy. So we'll head back down there, we'll get another load, and then we'll come back in. Alright, here we are, so let's load on up with some more bread. So this should be, I think, the last load. So we've done 3 in total, so I did one off camera or in the live stream. And this will be 2 here, so it'll be 1,000 left. So I just want to check when the honey is due to be sold. So I think, pretty sure it's March. So yeah, March, 3 months away. So that's good. We'll get that sorted. And then that's pretty much everything else I think we can sell at the moment. So I'll just double check our productions. I mean, we've got some flour we could sell. I mean, what's the flour worth? Not even sure if it's worth selling. I mean, it's better to spin it into bread. Yeah, I think it's way better to utilize that for bread. Right, let's head back to the grocery mart. Taking a bit of an unconventional path here, but we should be okay. Oop, just hit the building, but anyway. Alright, I'll see you over there and we'll get this load sold. Alrighty, here we are, grocery mart, so let's get this guy backed in. I do like how the tyre tracks stay on the ground. Adds to a little bit of immersion. Alright, so let's swing this guy in. Might have overcooked the turn just there, but it should be close enough. Alright, let's see how much we get this time. Alright, pretty good payday right there, so I'm happy with that. Alrighty, I'll send this guy back to the central warehouse on a worker. So see if they can manage that situation, so they should be all good. Alright, we'll head back to the farmhouse and we are going to sleep. Just double check we are on task. So we're looking to get to March to plant some oats. Okay, let's go ahead and sleep. Alright, January. Quick check of the used vehicle sales. Ooh, another farm tech trailer. Try and say that 3 times fast. I'm going to grab that. So let's buy that one. Just because it might be useful for us. Horse aggravation, so that looks to be a mulcher, so we don't need that. Alright, January, let's go ahead. Get into February. Alright, February, cool. Let's have a look. Used vehicles, anything. Ooh, LT Vario Master V140, so that's a good baler. I mean, it's unique. DLC, so check out my, what is it? Erlengrat series. I use that to make TMR bales. If you're interested, this is a straw blower, so Pro Chop. So it takes a round bale, use that for manure, etc. Right, just double check the crop calendar quickly. So we're in February, we're in cotton planting season, so we need to get into March. Right, let's go ahead and do that. So we've got honey to sell, and we've also got to get some crop in the ground. So I'll get to seeding straight away, and I'll get that honey loaded also. Right, here we are. So let's tab through to our truck. This is the one we want. We'll also jump in, check used vehicles quickly, but we're going to get our air cart underway and get some oats in the ground. So the reason why we're doing oats is so we can get oat flour into the mix. Okay, while we're here, oh yeah, see our bread's come back up, 52,000 already. So we could probably do it with the bigger warehouse, to be honest. So that's going to be on the cards, I think. Right, should get one load of honey here. So while he's filling up, let's go and grab... We're already connected by the looks of it because we were using it earlier. Okay, cool. Now I wonder if we've got enough seed here. I think we should have enough, but we'll see how we go, I think. Alright, let's get this guy unfolded. Alright, make sure we've got oats selected. Now the plan is to get a 9RX eventually for this purpose. Now I'm just going to line myself up here for the first run. So when we come through and do the subsequent laps, we haven't got an issue. Alright, so we're all sweet here. Alright, I'm going to throw on a time lapse. Enjoy the tunes, and I'll see you once we're done. Okay, turn seeder on. Lower seeder. Let's go. Cue the music.
We've been fighting forever, gone over this 1,000 times before. Baby, it's now or never. Gotta leave this town, and I know what you're asking for. You say it's out of my reach, but I can't pretend no more. 'Cause for as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind. You can't ask me to surrender when reaching for the dream.
Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'll send this guy off at about 180 degrees, which is about thereabouts. So we'll get this guy off on a worker. So I've done the tree section, so he should just be able to navigate these up and down sections pretty comfortably. And then once that's done, we'll come back through this side and do the same thing. So another thing I've done in between last episode and the live stream was come through and flatten out a lot of these areas. So flattening and smoothing, so you can see we've got full contact with the field with our seeder, so nothing's been missed. These different coloured sections are because it's been ploughed. So I just went around and realigned the edges with the plough. That's why it looks the way it does. But we should, let's just cruise over and see if this turn's going to be successful. Yeah, we're still going to miss a little bit of what looks to be a section there, so maybe 2 headland areas on this end. We'll see how we go. So we'll come back and fix that up later. But what I'm going to do now is head over to this guy and let's see where we're going to sell this honey. Okay, honey for sale. March. What do we got? Fast food restaurant, Gold Crest Valley, Johnson's Farmers Market. Let's go to fast food restaurant. Alright, I'll head on over there and I'll see you once we get there. Alright, here we are at the diner, so let's get this honey sold. So it's not going to be a full load, so we are going to be a little bit short. But the bread is currently carrying the team. Okay, while that's happening, let's go and grab a load for our chickens. So I think after this next cycle, I'm probably going to get rid of these chicken coops. Now we are going to lose a bit of money from the eggs, but I'm going to move the central warehouse as well. So I do have a spot in mind for that, but I'll kind of see how it goes. I'm thinking I need the bigger. I also need the bigger warehouse, because I think I could produce more bread throughout the year for sale in December, and it'd be worth more money. That's my thoughts, at least. Whether that works out in reality, I guess we'll see. And I did get another actually used vehicles. We haven't checked them yet. Okay, Rudolph dumper. Yep, not really worried about that for now. So we did get another farm tech trailer, so the Fortis 3000. So my trailer of choice for general farm activities. Oh, hang on, is that short? Now I'm thinking about getting the what do you call it? It's like a mod, so it's the 5000 chicken barn. Let's see if I can pull it up for you, so we can have a look. So chickens, it is big chicken barn mod, so it'll hold 5000 chickens. So that's this guy here. Okay, so rather than having the 3 coops, which are pretty pricey, like what are they, 79,000 each. So I can have, for the price of 2 of them, 5,000 chickens. I think it's a bit of a no-brainer, and it'll be a little bit more compact. I think you can have 6 of these big barns, the ones we've got now. So if you wanted to go down that path, you could. All right, looks like our honey is sold. So let's go back to this guy, get him packed up, and moved on back to the central warehouse, just in preparation for the next load. So we'll go down there. Okay, fertilization's going all right. So what I am going to do is I'm going to grab our JCB, which is already connected to a seeder. Let's grab some oats, and I'm going to whip around and do a little bit of a headland area up top, and basically just these areas where we've missed. So let's unfold seeder, turn seeder on, lower seeder. So I did this on the live stream just to sort of pick up the loose ends from the Bergholt seeder and the big seeder essentially. So what I might need to do next time is I might need to do 2 laps around this field, just to give myself enough room to turn around and what have you, because obviously the AI driving that big seeder does struggle to make the turns clearly still. So a little bit of extra headland is probably going to assist that, I reckon. So I might do 2 here just quickly. So this will be the first one, and number 2. All right, let's head down to the other end where we missed a couple of sections before. And what I'll do is I'll run across the top of the field there and see if we can't just increase that headland size. Okay, so turn seeder on, lower seeder. Grab this a little bit. Hang on, turn seeder on. Let's try this again. Alright, I'll finish off this headland and then we'll come back in. Alright, our worker is just about done on this section. So what I'm going to do is assume control momentarily. Okay, let's head on over to the other side. And we'll go from this end, basically in the same direction we were just travelling. Oh, getting a bit of a drift on. Hang on to it. Oh, more drifts. Fast and Furious, eat your heart out. Okay, let's try this again. 3rd time's a charm. Okay, let's get this guy out the way. Okay, turn seeder on, lower seeder. Alright, cool. Send him off on a worker. Jump back in the JCB, do a quick lap around, just to make sure that we are not going to run into any problems. Now, I think we should be right there, so we've got a pretty sufficient headland at the top there. I might just whip around and do this little section here. I mean, I could probably invest in a bigger seeder for this purpose. Okay, turn seeder on, lower seeder, just to speed up the workflow a little bit. Yeah, so I'll probably need to do 2 laps around the tree as well, just to help the worker to get around. Now I've obviously taken the most inefficient path here to seed this little section, but we will persevere for the moment. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'll finish up these areas here where the seed is missed, and then we'll come back in. Won't be a minute. Alright, that little job is done, so let's go jump back into the big air cart seeder and see how we're travelling. Right, what I'm going to do is throw on another time lapse. I'll get the rest of this field done and then we'll come back in, so enjoy the tunes.
'Cause it's keeping me alive. And I say it might take me nowhere. Anywhere is better than the places I have been. Sunsets in my rearview mirror, a projection of my old life faded. You say it's out of my reach, but I can't pretend no more. 'Cause for as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind. You can't ask me to surrender when reaching for the dream keeps me alive.
Alright, there we go. So that is all seeded. Took a bit longer than expected, but I think the headlands kind of messed me around a little bit there. So for next time, I will do 2 laps around. And I may invest in a bigger, when I say a bigger seeder, a smaller direct drill. So I think that would be helpful. Alright, so we'll leave that video there. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. What I'm going to do is give this guy a wash. So this is a mod if you weren't aware. So it's a handheld pressure sprayer, which is pretty cool for getting your machines cleaned up. So I'll get these guys cleaned up, ready for the next jobs on the farm. So I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to check out my channel membership. So recently launched. If you want to support the channel with a small membership fee, so it'll give you priority reply to comments and early access to videos at this stage. So if you want to support the channel in an additional way, please feel free. Much appreciated. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one, and bye for now.